Today on Hotty Toddy News, the Ole Miss Rebels baseball team, the Diamond Rebs, hosted the Memphis Tigers yesterday, looking to rebound from a disappointing weekend series loss to Kentucky. Ole Miss cheer tryouts are quickly approaching. See what one part of the team is doing to prepare. And finally, DJing has long been a profession dominated by males, but one Ole Miss student is trying to change that. Thanks for tuning in to Hotty Toddy News. I'm Judson Scott. The number 15 Ole Miss Rebels baseball team hosted the Memphis Tigers yesterday at Swayze Field. The Rebels came out on top 5-2 to get the victory over the Tigers. The Rebels' bats were quiet last night, only tallying 3 hits, but drew 10 walks from Memphis pitchers. Zach Phillips got the win for the Rebels on the mound, going 6 innings and allowing 2 runs. He improved to 4-1 on the season. With this win, the Rebels improved to 26-12 on the year. The team will look to keep the momentum going, traveling to Auburn University this weekend to take on the Auburn Tigers. Getting the series victory is a must this weekend as the Rebs are currently in a heated race for the SEC West title. The Ole Miss cheer team is preparing for upcoming tryouts in May. One part of the team that isn't often in the spotlight, the male cheerleaders. Hotty Toddy reporter Matthew Henley takes a look at what the guys are doing to prepare for tryouts.
Cheerleaders at Ole Miss are often in the spotlight and always on top. But a critical piece to the team, the male cheerleaders below, who sometimes don't get the credit they deserve.
And it really just takes you being able to watch what we do.
And to those who doubt their athleticism,
You got to be able to do some flips. You got to be able to do some crazy stuff. I'm sure you see it on game days, and so that doesn't just come naturally for a lot of people. So
the team preparing for tryouts in May, dedicating themselves daily to strength and conditioning routines.
I'm starting every day. I'm trying to get in the gym. We're running.
These guys may make it look easy, but trust me, it takes hours of training and practice in order to throw, catch, and hold these girls on top. And it takes a little bit of manpower. And look at the size of these guns.
And then there's the other half of the team.
They are like a critical part to our team.
Who truly appreciate the male cheerleaders.
Even like in pyramids, like if we didn't have the guys, then there would be no way that she would get all the way up to like, because I'm a midge, there's no way she would ever get up to my leg.
Matthew Henley, Hotty Toddy News.
Tryouts for the cheer team are May 16th and 17th. While today's feature is all about feeling the beat, being a music DJ has long been a profession dominated by males. Hotty Toddy reporter Chauncey Taylor sat down with one Ole Miss student who is trying to change that narrative and break through barriers in the DJ world.
Ole Miss senior Kiera Golden has been DJing for years and has created a name for herself around Mississippi and Tennessee. Despite a resume full of experience, she feels that her gender still affects the way that people respect her craft.
There are not a lot of females DJing. Some people are not going to take you serious with you being a female. Like, sometimes we don't get taken seriously and it's offensive, but it's like we got to kind of progress, you know what I'm saying?
Kiera recently just got to showcase her skills as one of the only 2 female DJs in the first ever SAA Battle of the DJs competition.
But one thing that we were really intentional about is making sure that we had equal representation of all students into the competition. Being that we had 2 females, and particularly 2 African American females, to compete in the competition, I felt like that was real groundbreaking.
Groundbreaking it was, and this is only the beginning. This has been Chauncey Taylor, Newswatch, Ole Miss.
Just another example of the diverse talent here on campus at Ole Miss. Well, that's all we have for you today. Thanks for joining us. For Hotty Toddy News, I'm Judson Scott.